कागज क्या लेगा?
नहीं बचा एक तो नहीं लगेगा। अरे ये तुम बहुत दिल्ली लगे जाओगी।
वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः।
कृष्ण
Returning Keshaji Gauri Math. This place called Harihara-ksetra. Over here we can see beautiful deity, half Shivji, half Vishnu. So when at the time of Krishna, Sudarshan Chakra destroyed Kashi. Kashi is the city of Shivji. So Shivji ran and ran to escape. And he came to here, Harihara-ksetra. So this place, Shivji is residing. Anyone who leaves their body here, Krishna, Shivji calls their ear, Gauranga, Gauranga, and they get liberation. After being here, Shivji went to Bhuvaneshwar, and he's there as Lingaraj. So this is Harihara-ksetra, and we will hear more Harikatha when we get back to Keshaji Gauri Math. Shri Harihara-ksetra dham ki jai, Satchinandan Gaura Hari ki jai, Godrumadvipa Parikrama ki jai, Godrumadvipa Parikrama Palgari Bhaktavrinda ki jai, Shri Gurudev ki jai, Shri Gurudev ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Shri Gurudev ki jai, Jai Go
कागज क्या लेगा?
नहीं बचा एक तो नहीं लगेगा। अरे ये तुम बहुत दिल्ली लगे जाओगी।
And there will be a beautiful forest grove here as well. Now what you're seeing is probably left over, because this is definitely hundreds of years old. And there was probably many trees here at that time. Lord Nityananda actually came here. We're sitting on the land that Lord Nityananda walked on. And we're sitting on the land that Lord Chaitanya used to come here and perform kirtan. Lord Chaitanya himself used to walk right. It may have. It may be that old. Not sure. So now, Lord Nityananda is telling Jiva Goswami, and he's saying, Alaka Paschime Dekaha Kashi Shaiva Shakta Seve Mukati Dasi. He said, just see Kashi. Kashi is the place, the abode of Lord Shiva, Kashi. So he says, just see Kashi, which is situated on this western bank of Alakananda. The worshippers of Lord Shiva are called Shaivites. And they're also called Shaktas, the worshippers of Shakti. So these two different types of worshippers, they try to come to this place to attain liberation, mukti. So this is a picture of the deity that is here. In the altar here, you see there's a deity, and he's half black and half white. So this is Lord Shiva combined with Lord Vishnu. Lord Shiva is white and Lord Vishnu is black. So Lord Shiva and Lord Vishnu are very intimate. Their relationship is very intimate. Why? Because Lord Shiva is the greatest devotee. And therefore, they're like one personality through their love. Lord Shiva loves his Lord so much. So this place, Harihara-ksetra, it is actually superior to the original Varanasi, Kashi, superior. Here, Durjati, that means Lord Shiva, when he has his matted hair, his dreadlocks. Here, Lord Shiva is reigning splendidly, meaning that he's presiding over this place. This is his place. And he is holding his Damaru drum, that small drum that he has, like Damaru, you've seen in pictures. So And Gaura Gaura Bali Sadaya Nache, Nija Jani Gaura Bhakati Jache. Lord Shiva is always dancing in this place, and he's chanting Gaura Gaura Gaura. And he's praying for his followers to attain Gaura Bhakti. So this is a very special place, because when we come here, Lord Shiva is here. Transcendentally, he's here. And he's also here in this temple. And Lord Shiva is actually praying for any of the bhaktas that come here, that they will attain love for Gaura, for Lord Chaitanya. Sahasra Varasa Kashi Te Pashi, Labhe Se Mukati Jnane Te Nyasi, Taha Tahe Taya Charane Teli, Nachen Bhakata Gauranga Bali. So, the liberation that is attained by the sannyasis after living in Kashi, in the original Kashi, Varanasi, and after practicing Gyan, that means speculative knowledge, impersonal, and after they do that for thousands of years, so that type of liberation, it is kicked away here by the devotees as they dance and chant the name of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. And these devotees consider themselves fortunate just to drink the nectar of Sri Gaura's name. Niryan Samay Ekane Jeev, Kane Gaura Bali Tarene Shiv. Now, if any living being, here's a very important thing for you to know. If any living being leaves his body in this place, then in his final moment, Lord Shiva comes and chants the name of Sri Gaura in his ear and thus liberates him. Gaur Pradmanabha. Lord Shiva Mahadeva ki jai. So you can read Nahi Kapai. This holy abode is also called Maha-Varanasi, because the living entities here, they need not fear dying, considering that they will definitely attain a transcendental destination upon hearing the pure name of Gaur emanating from Lord Shiva's mouth. In other words, they need not worry about their destination after death. Eta bali tatai nitai nache, Gaur hari prem jivere jache. In this way, saying like this, Lord Nityananda began to dance right here, and he prayed that Sri Jiva may also attain prem for Sri Gaur Hari. Alakshe Tokana Kailasa Pati Nitai Charane Korina Nati. Unseen by anyone else, Lord Shiva, the master of Kailash, he respectfully bowed at Sri Nityananda Prabhu's divine feet. So as they were doing the parikrama, Lord Shiva came, but they could not see him. And he came and he did dandavats at Lord Nityananda's feet. Why? Because Lord Nityananda is Balaram. Balaram is the origin of all expansions of Godhead. So when Lord Shiva came, then he bowed at the feet of Lord Nityananda. Gauri Saha Shiva Gauranganam Gaya Gaya Puraya Kam. Lord Shiva resides here with Gauri. That means Parvati Devi, his consort. And he constantly is chanting Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu's names, thus fulfilling all of his desires. Then, the independent Lord Sri Nityananda Prabhu walked with the devotees and arrived at the village of Gauri. Laughing, he said, the name of this island is Godru, and Surabhi resides here eternally. So they're doing like a reverse to what we just did. So now, I'm going to read from Gurudev's book, which tells a little bit more detail about Lord Shiva. Very nice. He says, here in an ancient temple, Sri Hari and Sri Hara, Vishnu and Shiva, they are manifest in one and the same deity. So the best of the Vaishnavas, Sri Sambhu, Lord Shiva, and the vaisnavi-sakti, Sri Gauri, they eternally reside here chanting the name of Gaura. Residence in this place is superior to residence in Kashi and in Kailash. When a living entity dies here, Lord Sambhu chants Sri Gaura's name in his ear, thus delivers him from this material world. So now he talks a little bit about this Lord Shiva and his tattva. Who is Lord Shiva? He says Sri Mahadev or Sri Sambhu is actually Sada-Siva. This means that he is visnu-tattva. He is a primary expansion of the Supreme Lord. So just for your getting a vision of what he's saying here, material universes, this is called the Maya Jagat. So this whole region, then there is the Brahmaloka region, which divides the material world from the spiritual world. Then crossing beyond the Viraja, then there is this place called Kailasa, the original place of Lord Shiva. So he's from beyond the material universes. Yes. Yeah. So that personality who resides there, he's different than the Lord Shiva here, because the Lord Shiva here is an expansion of him. And that Lord Shiva here, he also comes in contact with the modes of nature, the mode of ignorance. There's some touch there, because he's part of the creative process of the universe. He's part of the creation and also the destruction. There's a very beautiful book called Shiva Tattva. Have you seen that little book?
I've got it.
That's a great book if you want to know about Lord Shiva. Yeah. It just makes everything completely clear. What is his function? What is his post? Who the person is? Because there's a difference between the person and the post. Just like in a government, the person can be the president of the United States, but he's also a person. He goes home at night from his job, and he has his family, and like that. So Lord Shiva is a person, but he also fulfills a post within the universe. So here Gurudev is explaining that this Lord Shiva is actually Vishnu-tattva. He's not a living entity like us. He's not a jiva-tattva. So there's no difference between Sada-Siva and Vishnu, because the Sada-Siva is the eternal Lord Shiva in the spiritual world. Now, this Sada-Siva accepts a portion of the mode of tamagun, ignorance. And he destroys the material world. He also fulfills the desires of the jivas. And he bewilders those who are unfavorable to Krishna. He also grants devotion to Krishna, and he protects those who are favorable. He worships Krishna in his abode of Kashi or Kailasa. So as the foremost of Vaishnavas, he is very dear to Sri Hari and is actually non-different from him. Now, in the past ages and yugas, there were so many demons, asuras, like Ravana and his brother Kumbhakarna. You know who Ravana was? He was the one that fought against Lord Ram in the Ramayana. So you should see those videos. Yeah? Have you watched some of it also? So who's Kumbhakarna? Who's Kumbhakarna?
Of course, it's Maha-Varanasi.
Okay. Then Meghanad, Kamsa, Jarasandha, Bhaumasura, he's mentioning different demons. They're actually envious of Sri Hari, but they worship Lord Shiva. So they are called demons, and Sri Hari, he kills those demons. Srimad Bhagavatam describes how this one demon named Pundarik Vasudev and his friend, who is called the King of Kashi, or Lord Shiva, so they opposed Krishna. So Krishna killed this Pundarik Vasudev and chopped off the king's head.
Maharaj, I think his name is Paundraka.
No. He's written here Pundarik Vasudev. It's Paundraka. And Gurudev is saying Pundarik Vasudev. Why? Because he claimed that he's Vasudev.
Yeah, right.
And he had two false arms.
Oh, he was claiming himself to be false, but actually he was Paundraka.
Yeah, he was carrying around these false arms, saying, "Look, I'm Vishnu."
Paper arms.
Yeah, paper. And his friend was Cherry Raj.
Yeah.
Kirtanakhya, yeah.
So that king, Krishna had cut off his head and he threw it at the gate of Kashi. Now when this happened, the king's son, he prepared to attack Krishna. But before he could do so, Krishna burned the entire city of Kashi. It's in the Srimad Bhagavatam, this whole pastime. He burned it to ashes with the heat coming from the Sudarshan chakra. Then Shankar, Mahadev, he left Kashi with his associates and he took shelter here at Harihara-ksetra. Yeah, so Lord Shiva, when that incident happened, this is where he came. Navadvipa-dhama, safe place. Safe place. So, the real nature of Lord Shiva is very mysterious. When Ramachandra had established a deity of Lord Shiva at Rameshwara. Now Rameshwara is way down at the bottom of India, and it's just across from Sri Lanka. So that place is a famous deity of Lord Shiva that was actually established millions of years ago by who? Lord Ram himself. So that place is called Rameshwara. I haven't been there.
I think we are allowed.
Yeah.
That's one way out.
Yeah.
It's a really beautiful temple.
Yeah.
You've been there?
Yeah. The ceiling, there's some like mandalas, with so many beautiful colors and designs. It's totally incredible.
Okay.
Fabulous.
Have to come back again.
And again and again and again. Throw away the passport.
So now, when Lord Ramachandra established this deity in that place, Rameshwara, then everyone present there, they understood this name Rameshwar because Ram, Ishwar. They understood that this means Ramasya Ishwara, which means that Lord Shiva is the Ishwara, the Lord of Ram. And the demigods, when the demigods heard this, they opposed that. And then they took the Sanskrit, because Sanskrit can be adjusted according to grammar. So they said, Ramascha aso Ishwara. They derived a different meaning, which means Ram and Shankar are both the Lord's Ishwara. So they're both Ishwaras. Not that Lord Shiva is the Ishwara of Lord Ram, but they're both Ishwaras. So both of these explanations caused distress to Lord Shiva himself, who personally spoke from the Shiva Lingam at that time. And he said, neither of your explanations is correct. He said, through the grammatical compound Rama Yasya Ishwara Sa Rameshwara means the meaning of Rameshwara, now it becomes Rameshwara is he whose Lord is Ram. He whose Lord is Ram. So Lord Shiva didn't want to be known as the Lord of Ram, neither did he want to be known as being equal to Ram. No, Rameshwar means one whose Lord is Ram. Thus, Sri Krishna is established as the sole Lord of all lords, and Shankar is as his very intimate servant. Now, in the Srimad Bhagavatam, there's another narration. Gurudev is telling some pastimes of Lord Shiva. So he says there was one incident where Usha became married. So Usha was the daughter of Banasura. Yeah. And there was a fight. Yeah, here it is. There was a fight then, which is described between Banasura and Krishna. So this demon Banasura, he had 1,000 arms. He was a great devotee of Lord Shiva. So Shankara, Lord Shiva, sided with Banasura, even though his Lord is Krishna. But in the battle, he had a battle. This is all a pastime. So, and then Banasura was defeated by Krishna. So now Shankara prayed to Krishna to spare the life of Banasura. And as a result, Krishna cut off all but 4 of Banasura's 1,000 arms. And he made him an associate of Lord Shankara. this is all transcendental, how Krishna does this. But he benedicted him.
He's the father-in-law of his own.
Yeah, and one reason I was hearing also is because Manasura came in the line of Prahlad Maharaj. So he was very favored by Krishna. So now Vaishnavas, there's just a little bit more. Vaishnavas acknowledge Lord Shankar as being very dear to the Supreme Lord. And also, he is the Guru of the Vaishnavas, spiritual master of the Vaishnavas. Therefore, all the Vaishnavas respect and honor Lord Shiva. And also, Lord Shiva is called Kshetrapal. Can you say that word? Kshetrapal. Kshetrapal. Kshetrapal.
Kshetrapal.
Yeah, because the Shankar is called Kshetrapal, which means the protector of all of Bhagavan's holy abodes. In Vrindavan, where he accepts the mood of a gopi, Lord Shiva accepts the mood of a gopi in Vrindavan, so he is famous as Gopishwar. And then he bestows Krishna Prem upon the qualified living entities, and thus he gives them entrance into Vrindavan. And Srimad Bhagavatam also accepts Lord Shiva as the best of the Vaishnavas. As I was telling before, Vaishnavanam Yata Sambhu. Everyone can repeat. Vaishnavanam. Yata Shambhu. Vaishnavanam Yata Shambhu. Vaishnavanam Yata Shambhu.
What's the meaning?
That of all Vaishnavas,
Yes.
Shambhu, Lord Shiva, that's another name of Lord Shiva, Shambhu, he is greatest. He is greatest of all Vaishnavas. So, even if the Lord gives Lord Shiva, even if Krishna gives Lord Shiva an unpleasant instruction, then Lord Shiva is very attentive to carry it out. And when, you know, this incident also in Srimad Bhagavatam, when the demons and the demigods in the beginning of the universe, they were churning this ocean of milk. They were churning it. And just like when you churn milk, it turns into yogurt. This is what all the Brijvasis always do. They're churning milk, and then they make it into yogurt. So when they were churning this ocean of milk, then some poison came. And then all the demigods and even the demons, they were saying, oh, we will all die. Lord Shiva, please save us. And so Lord Shiva came and he prayed to his Lord, Shri Krishna, and then he took in his palms and he drank all the poison. But he didn't allow the poison to go down below here because he considered that Krishna is there in my heart. I don't want to bring that substance there. So he kept it in his neck. How powerful is Lord Shiva? Therefore his neck became bluish color. Therefore his name is also called Nilakanta. Kanta means neck. And Nila means blue. Nilakanta. What's his name? So when the ocean of milk had been churned, Shankar, understanding Vishnu's desire, drank the poison that the churning had produced, and thus he protected the whole universe. Shankar also understood the desire of his Lord and Master Sri Krishna that he come as Sri Shankaracharya to propagate impersonalism, which is opposed to the principles of the Vedas. So, you know who Shankaracharya is? Shankaracharya. 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 So Shankaracharya, he is an incarnation of Lord Shiva, who received an order of Lord Narayan, Lord Vishnu, because he's a servant of Lord Vishnu. So sometimes Lord Vishnu gives him a task that is impossible for anyone else to do. And it's almost like a thankless task. So he told him, you must come and you must preach this impersonalistic philosophy. Because in the whole scheme of the development of Dharma, there was a necessity for that at that time, because Buddhism had overrun India. And Krishna wanted to stop Buddhism because the Buddhism had also denied the validity of the Vedic knowledge, the Vedic literature. So therefore, Krishna himself wanted to rectify the situation. So he came as Shankaracharya. Lord Shiva came as Shankaracharya. Lord Shiva came. And then he preached this Mayavad philosophy. But actually, it was personalism covered by Mayavad. Because in the end, he preached that you should just surrender to Govinda. Yes. In the end, he preached this. But there was a necessity for at that time, because Lord Vishnu said there are many atheistic persons, and if they come into the Vaishnava line, they'll pollute the knowledge of the Vaishnava line. So better that you separate them out. And so he deluded the atheistic persons with this Mayavad philosophy. So Lord Shiva did that service. By doing this, yes. And therefore he subdued these atheistic Buddhists, and he destroyed this impersonal Karmakanda section of the Vedas. Karmakanda means that people are just interested in material, attainment, Karmakanda. They want to go to heavenly planets, and they want wealth and like this. So, by always observing Bhagavan's desire, then Shankar, he stays here, and he serves the Lord's innermost desire. So like this is Harihara-ksetra, the place of Lord Shiva, where you see his deity form is combined together with Lord Vishnu. And that once that deity was stolen.
When you first came here, was it here? Did you come in 97?
But I never came here.
Oh, you never came here?
In 97. Yeah, the deity was here.
Was it stolen?
It was stolen a little bit after, I think.
After you were here, maybe later in the year.
Yeah. And then one year we came, it wasn't here.
No.
But someone found the deity and he was at the police station.
Oh,
So he stayed at the police station for some time, then they brought him back here. So
Police says they don't know where.
they know. They wanted Lord Shiva to stay with them for some time. Yeah.
So, Lord Shiva is awarding Gauri. So, just thinking about a couple of things.